Over on the Leamington Basement site now, we've had significant problems go on over here last week. If you can remember earlier on in the week, I said we was not going to be pouring the concrete slab in this area. We were going to break through into the back chamber and pour one continuous slab throughout the two chambers. That all went up in the air once the guys had broke through this wall, and what we come to find on the other side of it. We broke a single doorway through. We always knew the mud was filled up to about this high because we looked through this little vent here. But what we did not anticipate for was, as we've come through, you can see that the earth has been capped with 100mm concrete and then had this dwarf wall built on top of with a purling that supports all the timber joists off the first floor. That's not the major problem, that's just one of the smaller ones. The major problem we've come up against is we had the guys come in here by 1 metre and then we had them dig that way to the party wall and down to establish the foundation depth of that party wall. Unfortunately, we found out that that party wall is 9 courses higher than this wall here. So we had the guys go down this side to hit that side wall there, and again, it's 9 courses higher. Foundation level is there. As you go up, over to the party wall, you can see the foundation level finishes there. There is a little concrete slab, and then all of this below is earth. We have not had time yet to inspect the chimney breast and see if that foundation goes down far enough, but we can only assume that it doesn't. So what we've had to do is stop all works in this back area, get the engineer back out to come up with some solutions that we can go and present to the customer. One of them, of course, is underpin all the way around, but this will cost tens of thousands of pounds, and I'm sure the customer is not going to want to go for that option. So what Rich and the engineer have now come up with is we are going to leave a 1 metre slab of earth from the perimeter all the way around. We will then build a retaining wall, block on belly, 1.1 metres high, that will retain that slab of earth. This retaining wall and that earth will be higher than the bottom of the foundation, therefore the load will be spread throughout the earth, and then we will have the retaining wall 100mm higher, and we will cap off the earth with a concrete slab. So when it comes to tanking, the guys are going to be able to do the floor, come up the retaining wall, over the top of the capping in, and then up the walls. This option will significantly reduce the floor size, but under the circumstances, the customer's understanding, and he's decided to go ahead with this option. So we have therefore now instructed the engineer to make the plans, and also we have a party wall agreement with the neighbour that also has to be updated. So all works in this back area has come to a standstill until we can get all the paperwork sorted.
So we're back over here on the second Canley site, and between today and tomorrow, me, Jamie, Ashley and Kyle are going to be rubbering the flat roof, felting, laughing the lean-to roof, as you can see, that has been cut into the flat roof. We also have the trapdoor here, easy access once again. We're going to build a frame, stick the lantern on top, as well as we're going to have to do a little bit of boxing in around the soil stacks. Obviously the rainwater one will cut back and that will terminate onto the flat roof, and then we will have to trim around all the sides and stick the metal trim into it and then seal on top of it, make it waterproof.
Monday morning, and me and Wayne have popped over here to meet the guys on this new basement site that we've just opened today. We've got 6 guys over here today, so we just want to run through the schedule of work for the week and what the plan is for next week. We are going to turn this basement into a cinema room, a kitchen area and a shower room. So let's go inside and have a look around. We're now inside the basement, and this room here is going to become the cinema room. This step area here is getting left in, and the TV will go across that wall there, having this for all their consoles and skyboxes, what have you. If you follow me through into this area, in here is going to become the kitchen area. We are going to be running units all the way down this wall, and as we go across here, we're going to close this window over and we are going to fit all units across there. Following me round into this area here, this room is going to become a utility area through the front half of the room to approximately about here. There'll be another doorway put in, and this back area will become a shower room. We will be swapping that air brick out there for ventilation for the shower room, and we will also connect ventilation into the utility through that section there. Coming back into the kitchen area, one thing we did notice while we were surveying is these air bricks are in the wall here, and it got us curious if there is another chamber on the other side of this wall. So the customers asked us to knock a hole through and see what's going on through there.
Just finished this install. It's a Roger underground system. It's been replaced. Previously in there was a BFT system, underground sub. It was proven to be unreliable for a number of reasons, so the customers opted to go for a Roger underground. 36 volts and super silent, super reliable. They're very happy with the outcome. We think the gates still look very nice. We've reused the existing gates, which are still very decorative and nice. Yeah, so we put motorbox drainage in these motors. As when we came today, even though we'd put drainage in this one and this one, because it's a stone drive, we had loads of rain last night. The rain's come down here, went into this motor box, because we only put drainage in the one side yesterday. The motor box is physically filled with water. So what we've done is on this side now, we've dug beside them, lifted the blocks up, put more drainage in, so when the water comes in, it can come through the motor box and out that way. So no matter what happens, no matter where the water goes, it's going to drain.
Louise and Marika are down on the 3-day training course this week down in Essex. The one I was talking about a few weeks ago with Marika, it's all about funnels, strategies and marketing techniques. So let's hope they implement into our companies. Just outside the print shop, I've come to collect these set of plans for a meeting I've got at 11 AM this morning on site with Rich, the customer and the structural engineer of that new build project that I was talking about in the previous episode. We're just finalising our last few details and it looks like we're going to start this project in the next couple of weeks. It turns out that the customer is a developer and owns a group of companies that have got investors and developments already lined up for the future. So once I found out this information, I decided to go in at an extremely competitive rate to ensure we win the project no matter what. So for us, it's not always about profit margin. If something will get us one step further towards our goals, we will always take that option over profit. For instance, on this job, we are able to put ourselves in front of a developer and prove our capabilities, workmanship, and being able to deliver on time will encourage him to want to work with us on future projects. Also, you have to become NHBC approved to give a 10-year structural warranty that he wants when he sells the property. So we are going through the application at the moment. We're going to use this job to get us our registration number, which will then allow us to price new build jobs in the future, and it will also allow us to open our own development company in the next couple of years. On another note, in the gates company, it didn't work out with Lee, the new engineer, unfortunately. It ended up being another one of those situations where people upsell their capabilities, but when it comes time to deliver, they always underperform. We're now over the Stratford basement conversion and we've had the tanking team in over the weekend. You can see around me that all the waterproofing works have now been completed. As well as completing all the waterproofing works, they have also fitted in the sub pump, which is here under this inspection chamber. Our designer has now started specifying that rather than having a soakaway out in the light well area there, they want us to put gullies in which come in to this pipe here and it goes down and into the pump. The pump will then discharge that out up this pipe, which goes up and terminates out in the gully just out the front there. All our role in this job now left to do is we are going to have Dave and Finn in later this week. They are going to drop the screed, liquid screed in over the top of this tanking, and then we've got Mark and Simon in for tomorrow and Wednesday. They are going to focus on cladding over all the treads and risers up this staircase here.